Our next award winner, or our next presenter, excuse me, is actually a 2012 BizWeek honoree, Johnny Mira-Knippel from TekTone. Johnny, come on up.
So, Raymond, you must be important because I actually wore a tie to do this for you. So, most of you may not know this, but back when Raymond was 6 feet tall and burly and full of hair, he was actually a world-class boxer. Back in 1975, he was good enough to win in the state of Georgia, Southeast, and made it to the Olympic trials. The problem is this guy, Sugar Ray Leonard, happened to be in his weight class. I don't know what happened. Luckily, now he's a preacher, so if I mess up, I'm hoping he's going to pray for me rather than beat me, so we should be in good shape. When Raymond took over Whitley, the plant was kind of in a tough position. They had a lot of customers that were putting them kind of on notice. They were late on delivery. Quality wasn't where it was supposed to be. Internally, I think there was a lot more finger pointing. This is what I've heard. And I'm guessing that Mike and Phil, who own Tricorn, probably would not have invested in Whitley as a company back then. So as soon as Raymond took charge, he focused on creating a culture of accountability, teamwork, and most importantly, a sense of community within the company. He brought on additional managers and really stressed the importance of working for each other rather than the finger pointing. This change was instrumental in making Whitley into a plant that was on the bad list that's now producing in the top 5% of what a lot of their customers are looking for. When news surfaced, I guess 6 months ago, that Whitley was in dire straits, Raymond was blindsided just like the rest of us. During this time, that's when we, within the community, really figured out how much value he had to both the company and to us in Macon County. He worked tirelessly with Tricorn to come up with any solution to keep our local plant open. They at one point even had contingency plans to possibly even start a new company if the bank wouldn't let the purchase go through. Throughout all that turmoil, he kept reassuring the staff, all of us in the community, working with the EDC, the commissioners, letting everybody know that everything was going to be okay. He would lead prayer group meetings if the staff asked him to do that. He went out on his own dime and bought breakfast and lunch just to say thank you for the employees during some really tough times. It showed everybody how much he cared and how important this plant in this area was to him. Today, Franklin Tubular is here to stay. Since they were acquired by Tricorn, they've added 25 new jobs, and they're now employing 120 people. They still have 10 more positions to fill as of right now. Talking to Raymond today, their goal is to hopefully double revenue within the next several years, which is absolutely incredible from a company that 6 months ago may not have even existed. So, Tricorn has stated that Franklin Tubular is their one and only U.S. operations, and their plan is to continue to grow and invest in our community and continue to make it the best that it possibly can. And Raymond's goal has been stated over and over. He wants Franklin Tubular to become a world-class production facility, and nothing less than that is going to be acceptable. So on behalf of Macon County, all of us here, I would like to thank you so much for everything that you've done, for the hard work, the tireless hours you put in, and helping transform Whitley into the Franklin Tubular we have today. So, thank you.
You saw that, right? I I saw them push it all the way down, I knew I was going to have to say something. You know, I really do appreciate all the kind words and everything that's been said. And I truly believe that it's not the work of one person. It's the work of a very dedicated group. And the work with the economic development team and the commissioners and others within the community, if we tried to tell you how many hours were put into trying to make this all work and literally save jobs for people, keep the company open, and then put a plan together to grow the business, and we're on track and ahead of that. And so I stand here very humbled tonight, and I thank you for what you've said and done. But I want to recognize the team that's here tonight from Franklin Tubular, and you know, they're the folks that really need the applause. And I'll tell you a story. We got a call. I found out about the plant situation, which nobody knew. All of this was done at the other place. I'll put it that way. So it was the day before Christmas when I got an email that told me that Whitley Products was closing, and that there was no need for us to report back to work, and they were in a process of going through the closure. It's a terrible and emotional time, but I stayed in contact with the management team there at the place at the time, and one of the things that we knew is there's still hope, you know, and I thank Johnny for mentioning that I'm a preacher, so I've got faith, and I believe in God, and I believe that if God's in it, it's going to work out. So we got a call that maybe there's a chance we can keep operating for a little while. We'd been out of work for about a week, and I got a call that said, okay, we're going to start back, and it's only temporary though, because the customers are involved and they want to see you deliver some parts, because we can't just walk out on the customer. So I called the management team and told them that we're going to open the plant in the morning, and what I'd like to do is have the management team come, walk through the plant, make sure, you know, that the equipment is still safe, the facility's safe for our people to start back to work. Tonight, if you would, I'd like to do that. And the management team showed up. It was raining. It was pouring down rain that night. I drove up. And as I drove up, they were standing at the door waiting for me to get there. And I just see this picture in the rain. And so we go in, and the first thing they find is that a drain had plugged, and the floor had flooded, and the plant was under about 3 inches of water. And from that point on, for the rest of till wee hours in the morning, the management team mopped up, cleaned the floor, got all the water up. We got it all ready. Now you just would have had to been there. I know that doesn't sound like much, but it was a tremendous effort, and they were happy to do it. And I just want to thank the team. And I'd like for all of the Franklin Tubular group that's here tonight to stand. They're the ones that need the applause tonight. Would you please? Thank you very much. Look forward to many years of service here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raymond. That's, you know, you could say we dodged a bullet there, but we also, thanks to Raymond and a lot of other people in the community, we made it happen too. So, Raymond, we appreciate you. And also, I think, Tony, this was actually one of Governor McCory's first 1NC funds, so we appreciate the state's help on that. County commissioners and the town also had a lot to do with it. So, Sissy and Mayor, we appreciate y'all. Ron and Mr. Chairman. I knew if I started naming names, this would never end. You know who I'm talking about.